Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm going to be playing Your Future Self. I don't know much about it, but it sounds pretty cool and I'm excited to play it. So here we go. I see a screen. It's actually... Oh, hey! Hey. Hi. Yeah, me! No, you. Me or you? You. Are you there? Yes, I'm right here. Hi. Yes. Hello. Hi. Yes, it's me. Hi. All right, I'm listening carefully. You can hurry it up. Like, I'm trying to listen. You are directly responsible for the deaths of thousands of people. Oh, fuck. Oh, this is taking a turn. You are probably confused. Yes, because from your perspective, these events haven't happened yet. How could you possibly be held responsible for something you haven't done? That's a really good question, people. Oh my god. In 35 years, your future self will commit these acts. Your future self is you. You are both part of a single continuous chronological entity. As such, the responsibility for your future crimes also lies with you. Okay, tell me what I gotta do. You're probably wondering where you are. I have placed you in a temporary bubble outside time. You will be sharing this bubble with your future self, brought here from 35 years in the future. Oh shit. This is nuts. This is some deep shit happening. You are to convince your future self of the wrongness of their actions. If you can do this, you will alter your own time stream, changing your own destiny and stopping your actions before they can occur. Okay, I'm fucking pumped. I am ready. Come at me, future self. Only then will you be exonerated of your crimes. I don't want these crimes. Oh my god. There's a limitation on the technology used to hold you in this bubble. Time will flow normally for you, but it will appear to loop every 90 minutes. Okay. Until you can persuade your future self that their actions were wrong, the loop will continue infinitely. Shit, that sounds awful. So I'm stuck here in a time loop. I hate those episodes. If you succeed, you will sever the causal chain linking you and your future self and alter your destiny. Fuck, bring it. Before responding to anything your future self says to you, think carefully. I will. They will have certain moods. They won't always be receptive to the way you respond to them. Think carefully about your tone and your confidence in your conversational abilities. I feel pretty confident about this. Your conversation skill, your future self's mood, and your chosen tone will all determine how well they receive what you have to say. All right. If you want to be free, make sure you are as convincing as you can be. All right? Got it? Think carefully. Think strategically. Got it. And good luck. Thank you. Okay. Well, no pressure or anything. Damn. All right. Let's... Oh, they're higher level. How they were actually... Wow, they were actually telling the truth. This is really happening. It is. Damn. Okay. Well, look at you, just as I remember. So fresh-faced and naive. Hi, yes, it's me, Lex. Hi. You have no idea what I've seen. You have absolutely no idea what's ahead of you. I don't, so tell me. I'm almost looking forward to hearing what you have to say. But, believe me, I stand behind what I did completely. Oh, shit. I don't know what you're planning to say to change my mind, but it won't work. Okay. All right. Okay. Rationally, empathetically, or assertively. Let's be empathetic. This is very odd for me too, believe me. Sorry, but are you sure this is real? Have we been duped? Does it matter what I say? If you think this is all fake, then I'm just a figment of your imagination or whatever you think's happening here. All right. Look, I appreciate this is weird, especially for you, but it'd be best for both of us if you could wrap your head around this as quickly as possible. Let's not draw this out any more than we have to. Okay, alright. I'm gonna respond rationally now. I'm intrigued as to why this is less weird for you than it is for me. Do you know something I'm not privy to? Oh, success. Yes, of course. This is all science fiction to you. Fine, I'll explain. Time travel was discovered during our lifetime, but after great fanfare and worldwide uproar, it was quickly outlawed by the UN Science Commission. They claimed it was the only choice they had in order to prevent all-out war. Okay? The ban wasn't difficult to implement, as only a handful of the wealthiest nations on the planet had access to the tech in the first place. Alright? I always suspected that the ban was a convenient way for the wealthiest nations to keep time travel hidden and clandestinely use it to their advantage. I've been expecting something like this to happen at some point. That's why I'm not as surprised as you. Got it. I'm going to respond assertively. Well, maybe it should have been banned. Who are you to say otherwise? You aren't a scientist. Wow, that was very... Okay. Are you? Okay. Well, no, I'm not. I suppose I don't know what they know. The knee-jerk move to ban just felt too sudden. There was no debate or democratic process. It was discovered one minute, then banned the next. Alright. See, this is why I'm sure they didn't actually ban it entirely. I know I can't prove anything, but it just feels extremely plausible to me. Think about it. This was probably the most monumental technological achievement ever. Were they going to just lock it up and throw away the key? Of course they weren't. It makes sense that governments would lie about a ban to the public so they could use it quietly in the safe confines of their own laboratories. I wouldn't put it past them to use it on their own citizens to maintain order. People in power regularly stoop to new lows in order to maintain power and control their people. Time travel could just be another weapon in their arsenal of oppression. I feel you, girl. Rationally, for sure. Most of this sounds a lot like a paranoid anti-government conspiracy theory. Are you sure you're completely of sound mind right now? I feel more sane than I ever have, quite frankly. I think the fact that you're stuck in a time loop with your future self is proof enough that something is amiss with the official narrative about the time travel quote-unquote ban. Look, this situation is bizarre. Immediately after finding out time travel exists, you've been forced to argue with an older version of yourself. You've not had the time to properly process what's happening. Okay? If this had happened to me at your age, I probably have had a nervous breakdown. Well, it is happening to you at this... empathetically. Thanks for beginning to understand. There's something odd about this, though, isn't there? If I'm a younger version of you, then you should have been through this already. Otherwise, this is a paradox. I know, that's what I was just thinking. Are you accusing me of lying? What would be the point? No, I have no memory of this, which can only mean one thing. If you're successful in convincing me of my crimes, then you will have changed your own time stream and prevented this version of me from existing. Oh shit. You will live on to be a version of me that behaves differently and doesn't commit the same crime. I will never have existed, and I never will exist. That's the point of all of this, I think. Okay. So I had two good ones there, so I'm gonna be assertive. Come on, stop beating around the bush. This is a death sentence for you, isn't it? Yes! There we go. Sigh. Yeah, it is. It's not so bad, though. I just cease to exist. I'm sure many people would love an instantaneous, painless end to existence. In many ways, I'm actually quite lucky. Alright. But stopping me from existing isn't really the point. They could just kill me now if they wanted. The point is that they want you to understand why my actions were wrong in order to prevent you from doing the same thing. Okay. What did that disembodied voice say at the start? We're a single continuous chronological entity. If you can successfully convince me, then you have successfully convinced yourself. We are one and the same. Word. Let's respond rationally. I can see how that makes sense. It's an inventive way of ridding the world of a dangerous criminal without having to imprison or execute anyone. Oh, come on. Come on, I'm right here. Do you even want to know what makes me such a dangerous criminal? Yes, tell me. You've spent all this time questioning me, but you've not bothered to ask me what I actually did. I know. Assertive. Fine, explain it to me. Yes! I'm just gonna keep being assertive with this future me. Okay, straight to the point. A few years ago, for me that is, I was the overseer of a climate refugee camp, one of many the UN set up across the world for people displaced by climate change. From what I remember, it hasn't reached breaking point in your time. In my time, however, millions of people from poorer countries have been displaced by colossal flooding and destroyed ecosystems, and these camps have become their temporary home. As you might expect, there's constant bickering by the world's wealthiest countries over who will take the refugees in the long term. All the while, the camps have been expanding exponentially, and no one's sure how the UN is going to keep paying for them. My camp had about 40,000 people in it. It was like a small city. Conditions were absolutely terrible. There were times when I felt that they'd have been better off dying than fleeing to this place. There was rampant crime, poverty, corruption, and oh shit, what's happening? Hello? Can you hear it? Yeah, kind of. Like the connection is bad. What's going on? I can hear you. You can hear us. Okay, look. We don't have much time. We've temporarily interrupted. Oh god, if we get cut off, we'll try and interrupt the loop again, but it might have to wait until the next loop for reasons that are too complicated to explain right now. Oh shit, oh god. Seizure alert. Everything they told you at the start is a lie. No, not a lie, but not the whole truth. Oh shit, oh fuck, oh god. They didn't tell you who they represented, did they? You were just told that you needed to... Oh no! Oh god! Have you gone? Hello? Rebel interference detected, mandatory loop reset, and... Motherfucker. Are you... I see you. Game. I see you. Rude. Okay. Wow, they were actually telling the truth. This is really Oh. This is assertive. What is this? This isn't real, surely. What the hell is going on? Wait, I remember this. We've had this conversation before. I pressured them even though they didn't want to talk about it. Why? I'm just wasting time. No, this time will be different. It will be different. Well, calm down. Getting agitated won't help our cause. Look, I appreciate, this is weird, especially for you, but it'd be best for both of us if you could wrap your head around this as quickly as possible. Let's not draw this out any more than we have to. Agreed. Okay, I respect your wishes. Let's move on. Okay, I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought you'd be freaking out. In fact, why aren't you freaking out? If this had happened, yeah, I know, you would have a nervous breakdown. This doesn't make sense. What are you hiding from me? How would I hide anything from you? Like, you're me, right? This doesn't feel right. Something is wrong, and I don't know what to do. That's how I feel. I feel like I'm making this worse, and my future self seems confused, right? Yeah. I won't convince them by confusing them. I need to get back on track. All right. Okay. Oh! I'm gonna be assertive again. I don't know. Wait. What the... You realize paradoxes can't actually exist, right? No, the reality is far more depressing. If you're successful in convincing... Oh, we heard this. You will live on to be a version of me that behaves... Okay, we heard this. Assertive. Right, I remember this. I remember this. I remember this. This already happened. Let's be assertive. No, wait. No, I don't want to be assertive. What's happening? I'm confused. Shh. What? Everything is descending into madness in another memory. I remember this. I do remember this. I remember the talking about being overseer of a climate camp, the squalid conditions, but then something interrupts, something I don't understand. Fucking rebels. They want me to understand, though. They want to tell me something important. Okay, who are they? I need to tell my future self about this. I need them to understand. Okay. We have to tell them. I remember your story. You were the overseer of a climate refugee camp. The conditions were terrible. You've already told me this. I know this sounds strange, but halfway through you telling your story, someone interrupts the loop. They try to convince me of something, but get cut off before they can say anything. Does this make any sense? No. I have no idea what you're talking about. This time manipulation device might be doing something strange to your mind. Way to dismiss my feelings. Don't worry too much. This sort of tech is way beyond my understanding. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some weird side effects. Okay, well, at least acknowledge my, feels. So wait, you already know I was the overseer? Did I tell you about the rampant crime, corruption, and... Yeah, you did. Oh no. Hello? Can you hear... What? Oh god, I feel like I'm supposed to tell you something or change the outcome. Change the outcome. Yes, but stop talking. They know you're here. They'll just reset the loop. Not again. Disconnecting. Okay. Are you even listening to me? Yes, sigh. Am I boring you? Do you actually want to hear what I have to say? Yes, I do. I'm not quite sure what happened, but I really do want to hear your story. Okay, fine. It doesn't even really matter anyway. It's not like I can escape from this loop. We're stuck here with each other. Ugh, I know. Now, where was I? Ah, yes. The sickness. Oh, shit. Okay. Alright. There was a colossal sickness rampaging through the camp. I'd seen outbreaks in other refugee camps, but I'd never seen anything like this before. This level of sickness was just so far out of my realm of experience. Thousands had died, and thousands more were at death's door. It was just empathetic here, I think. Oh wow, it must have been really hard to witness. Do you know what was causing it? You've no idea how bad it was. Really? Come on. You come from a time of peace and stability. There's no way you can understand the suffering in that camp. The fact I had no idea what was causing it made it more unbearable. I may have been an overseer, but the jerks above me didn't trust me enough to tell me what they were actually doing in the camp. Oh, what are you insinuating? Spell it out for me. I was actually just about to explain what happened if you'd given me the chance. Well then. I was about to report the sickness to senior management, but I began to notice officials behaving strangely across the camp. Hushed conversations, late-night gatherings, off-the-book meetings, and so on. When I asked one of my contacts about what was going on, he accused me of being irrational and paranoid. For a while I believed him, but eventually, it all seemed too strange to let go. I snooped around the senior management offices when I knew they wouldn't be there. I didn't find anything incriminating, but I found a room in the management sector that I couldn't access. As overseer, I should have been able to enter every door in the camp. Something was very off here. I convinced another contact to give me the key code to the room. She warned me that there was no going back after this, but I didn't care. I had to know what they were hiding. Rationally? It seems unlikely that you could manage all this without getting caught, unless, of course, this is where you were caught. Finally, a success. I'm here because I'm responsible for the deaths of thousands of people, remember? Nothing I'd done at this point had caused anyone to die. Well, actually, I suppose the contact who helped me could very well be dead now. I've no idea what happened to her. Given my current predicament, I can't imagine it was anything good. Poor Alice. I really wish I hadn't involved her. She could have met a grim fate. Still, the greater good is far more important. She'd understand if she knew the whole picture. She wasn't naive. She knew the risks. Be rational. Actually, empathy. I'm sure she did. It's sad that there might have been collateral damage, but if what you found was important, then at least it wasn't in vain. Collateral damage? No, it's still human life. You've never met her. You have no idea what you're talking about. Fine. Regardless, what I found was important. The room seemed innocuous at first glance, but then I noticed some paper documents on a table next to an unnetworked computer. I hadn't seen paper for a long time. It was very rare, and only used when something was too important to be stored on a hackable device. The whole thing seemed very suspicious. Naturally, I looked at the documents. What did I find? Well, they were detailed reports about a bioweapon program being tested by a clandestine arm of the UN, right under my nose, in this very camp. They were engineering a pathogen that would reliably kill about a quarter of the population. Shit! They wanted it to seem natural, like it had spread by common water contaminants. These assholes, man. Every single person in the camp was a guinea pig for a genocidal weapon. Fuck. Alright, let's be rational about this. I guess it didn't work, that's fine. Why would they do that? What could they possibly stand to gain from such a horrific experience? Oh, it was a success for them. Bless. That's exactly what I thought too. I was equal parts shocked and confused. I did the only thing I could do in this situation. I took what I'd found to my other UN source and confronted him about it. I demanded an explanation. I wasn't going to leave without an answer, and he knew it. He told me everything. Their justification? The wealthiest countries were never going to stop arguing about what to do with the refugees. None of their citizens wanted refugees near them, and the situation was only going to escalate as the climate worsened. Some people in those countries blamed poorer nations for not doing enough to protect themselves from the effects of climate change over the past decades. They claimed these countries spent their money on everything but climate defense. Because of this, they apparently deserved to suffer the consequences. Empathy was in extremely short supply. The immediate problem facing the UN was lack of funding for their growing refugee camps, and no country was willing to increase their contributions. It was a quickly reaching crisis point. They needed to do something drastic if they were going to affect change in time. Alright, let's be assertive. You sound like you sympathize with these mass murderers. Yeah, success. I understand their predicament, not the mass murder part. Just listen to what I'm about to tell you. They believe that a catastrophic population reduction in poorer countries would shock wealthier nations and force them to accept more refugees. Why a quarter of the population, and why common water contaminants? Well, a quarter is bad, but not catastrophic. It would be terrible, but wouldn't destroy entire countries. And common water contaminants? Well, they're present in much higher levels in poorer countries and almost non-existent in rich ones. If a quarter of people in the richest countries died, they would never take in the refugees. The climate refugee... Oh no. From the UN's perspective, they had made a harrowing choice in order to save lives in the long run. From mine, they were willingly murdering millions of people. Okay. Let's be empathetic. Wow, I'd never have guessed. Sorry you had to find this out, especially this way. But why didn't they tell you about it? Shouldn't you have known it was happening in your camp? Shouldn't you have known it was happening in your camp? Current me would not make this grave grammar mistake. Okay, moving on. I'm not gonna dwell on what just happened with the smell. Yeah, it was so surprising. I could barely believe what I was hearing. I actually asked my contact why I'd been kept in the dark. He said he needed a neutral agent to maintain order in the camp and not panic the refugees. I won't lie, I was upset. I felt like I'd been scorned by the very organization I was trying to serve. I felt isolated and alone, and so many thoughts were rattling around my head. Was I kept out of the loop because I was a liability? Didn't they trust me? Did they want to kill me as part of their tests? Let's be rational. Is it possible that they didn't let you in on it because they suspected you'd have an ethical disagreement with their plans? It can't have been just me who actually cared about the lives of those refugees, can it? I'm pretty sure the whole camp wasn't full of rampaging psychopaths. Point, okay? But still, maybe I've always been a bit outspoken about things I care about. It's what makes me a good overseer. I really cared about those people and did everything I could to help them. That's why I took my concerns to my superior officer in the camp. I knew I'd be putting my position at risk, but I couldn't in good conscience let it continue. I only got halfway through explaining my concerns to him before he called security on me. He had absolutely no intention of hearing me out. I panicked. If I was captured, no one would stand in the way of their plan. Everyone else involved was clearly willing to go along with it. So I made a split-second decision that I've had to live with ever since. I ran down the corridor to the environment control room. I locked myself in and closed the camp gates, preventing anyone getting in or out. If the only working version of the bioweapon was in this camp, and all the research notes were here, that I could destroy them and end this right now. I also knew that it was being tested on the refugees, but I had no idea who was infected. Any one of them could have been contagious. Security were banging on the door, and it was close to breaking down. I had no time to figure out a better plan. I had to act there and then. I did the best I could. I really did. There was nothing else I could have done. Shit. I deactivated all of the safety features of the environmental control system using my overseer access and overloaded the entire thing. Every inch of the camp was turned into an inferno. It destroyed the bioweapon and the plants and killed every single person there. There was nothing else I could have done. It was a choice between sacrificing these 40,000 people or allowing millions to be killed when the bioweapon was released. I bet you're wondering how I'm still alive. Well, Hey, hello? Hello? I can hear you. Hi. I want to hear what you have to say, but they can detect you. They'll just reset the loop again. Actually, I don't think they will. Oh, really? We've made some improvements, and hopefully we can get around their intrusion screening. We were cut off last time, partway through explaining who the people in charge of this loop actually are. They lied to you. They have no interest in absolving you of a crime. That's never been their goal. Oh God. They're not a government or an NGO trying to save their people. They're actually Oh, what are they? Hey, don't do me like that. What are they? Hello, anyone? Rebel interference. Oh my God, no. This reminds me of the Endless Eight. Same. Oh, this again. Yes, we know. So fresh and naive, but I'm not. I've been through this before. Nah! I am going to be assertive. What is this? This isn't real. Surely, what the hell is going on? Yes. Okay. I'm afraid it is. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. I appreciate. This is weird, especially for you. Okay, I know. I get it. We've done this. We have done this. I'm going to be empathetic. Appreciate you want to speed things up, but I can't help but wonder why this is less weird for you than for me. Is there something I'm missing here? Come on, come on, come on. Oh, sorry. How could I be so silly? You obviously wouldn't know yet. Let me explain. Time travel. Oh, we know time travel was discovered. The ban thing was implemented. It was a thing. And, rationally. Not sure you could have been expecting this. Well, no. Okay. You know what? I can't. When am I going to realize that I have been through this before? Assertive. To be quite honest, everything you're saying sounds like some kind of paranoid conspiracy. Right. That's great. That's fucking great. I've been through this before. No way. They're not being paranoid, are they? No. Something is seriously wrong with what I was told. Someone is using me. Someone is what? Someone is what? Oh God. You're on the right track. Okay. That's reassuring. Keep questioning. Keep doubting. Oh fuck. Wait. Do I trust that voice? I feel like I should remember them, but I can't. Yes, I can. They sound so familiar yet so distant. Who is lying to me? Who do I trust? Oh God. I don't know. I'm not trusting the beginning people. What's going on? You're not being paranoid, we are being used. Something is very wrong with everything we've been told. I don't know what it is, but we need to keep questioning. Keep doubting. Are you okay? You don't sound right. What happened to you? You sound extremely paranoid. I don't know. I can't remember. It seemed to make some sense at the time. Now it's just a blur. Look, it's fine. I don't feel so great myself. Also, this must be worse for you. You've not really had any time to properly process what's happening to you. I know, at your age, anyway, we'll be empathetic. Thanks for beginning to understand. There's something odd about this, though, isn't there? If I'm the younger, blah, 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 paradox. Yes, we know about the fucking paradox thing and how the paradox is impossible and how you're not gonna exist. Rational. See, the bubble we're in right now will collapse and we'll cease to exist. Cool. Death sentence, whatever. Okay, yes, thank you. Interrupt again. Or perhaps it's a death sentence for— oh shit, for me? I'm a die now? Who's to say I get out of this alive? Oh fuck, that's a really good point. Question, doubt. Question, doubt. Okay. Oh jeez. Well, that's a cruel way of putting it, but I guess you can see it that way. Oh right, we saw this. Endless 8 all over again. Why am I actually— we have heard all of this. I will be assertive. Well, if you're as dangerous, the world is probably better off without you. Well, you know what? That was rude, but you know what? That's fine. We've literally seen all this, and I don't like how it's repeating. No! I meant to be— whatever, it's fine. It's a long story. You should get comfortable. Okay, here we go. Right, we heard that you were the overseer of the refugee camp, climate control thing. All the while the camps have been expanding exponentially, and no one's sure how they— how they're going to keep paying for them. Had 40,000 people in it, crime, poverty, corruption, and we get interrupted. Hello, can you hear us? You did tell me to question and doubt. Who are you? What's going on? It'd be difficult to explain who we are right now. Just listen. Okay, I'm listening. Everything you were told at the start of the— I know! Don't believe anything they tell you. You can get around some of the amnesic effects of the loop, and that worries them. You need to stick this out. Keep playing their game for now, but don't believe anything they say. He will help you when the time is right. We are always and will be cut out. That's just great. GG. Don't believe anything they say. Don't believe anything he says. Good question. Appearance. Setting. At least I'm leveling up over here. Oh. I know I'm fresh-faced and naive. My face is fantastic. Thank you. I'm not reading this over again. Empathetic. Which is— okay. Come on. Assertive. Bless. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me explain. Time travel was discovered during we know. And the ban was implemented. We know. The ban was a convenient way for the wealthiest nations to keep— I've been expecting something like this to happen at some point. And we'll be empathetic. Makes sense? Yeah, we're killing it over here. Right, we heard this. And we'll be rational. Alright, and we get interrupted. No, wait. They're not being paranoid, are they? No. Something is seriously wrong with what I was told. Someone is using me. Right, we've been here before. Someone is. Giving us seizures. You're on the right track. Keep questioning. Keep doubting. We know. Fuck. Wait, do I trust his sound voice? I feel like I should remember him, but I can't. Oh, he sounds so familiar, yet so distant. Who is lying to me? Who do I trust? Who am I trusting? Hello? What's going on? My patience is just like going down. Keep doubting, questioning. Are you okay? What happened? The fucking voices happened, okay? I can't remember, apparently, because whatever. I don't feel great myself. This must be worse for you. Thank you. Say that every fucking time. Again with the ass. Be assertive. Be assertive. Fucking paradox shit again. We know. The paradox. And here we go again. Or perhaps it's a death sentence for me. This has happened. Who's to say get out of this alive? Question, doubt. Fucking hell. That's stopping me from existing isn't really the point. They could have killed me anyway, blah blah blah. Some other shit that they wanted me to do. I don't can see how this makes sense. It's an inventive way of ridding the world of a dangerous criminal. Right, we've been through this. And then you're gonna tell me my fucking story, right? Fine. Do I have to like give them all right to win the game? Like, I don't know. Okay, like yes, we know. We've heard your fucking story with 40,000 people. Seizure attack. Hello? Can you hear us? Change the fucking outcome. Yes, but stop talking. They know you're here. We'll just reset the loop. Okay, disconnect. Thank you. Are you even listening to me? Yes. Kind of. Not really. I don't care anymore. Yes. Where was I? Ah, yes. Yes. The sickness. The fucking sickness. That fucking sickness. There was a closet. Everyone was gonna die. Everyone was fucking. Bam! Telling you about this like you don't know what was causing it. How could you not know? You were the overseer, right? Ugh. Yeah, okay, and we heard this already. Rational. Are you saying you're not only unaware of what caused the sickness, but that your superiors were actually responsible for it? How did you find out? I was just about to get to that if you let me finish. Fucking sassy. I was about to report the sickness. Oh, right. Rational paranoid. Snooped around the senior management offices. Ooh, I convinced another contact to give me the key code for the room. I know what they were hiding. I know the whole terrible story. Bioweapon, the confrontation, the desperate destruction of the camp. My god, how do I know this? What's going on? Oh. You don't have to go any further. Thank you, current me, for fucking remembering shit. In a bit of desperation, you attempt to destroy the camp, hoping to destroy the bioweapon in the process. There we go. I don't understand how I know all this. How could you know all that? Who are you? I mean, really, you can't be my younger self, but I am. Haha, you're a UN interrogator, aren't you? What kind of game are you playing here? Whatever it is, it doesn't make any sense. Why have you locked me up in this strange place just to tell me you know everything? This is ridiculous. Stop this nonsense. Oh. Why do you insist on being so troublesome? You're just making everything more difficult for yourself. That's literally my life. Hi. Is this me talking to myself? I mean, I don't think it is, but it should be. Like, sounds like something I would tell myself. So, you're also making things more difficult for me. Every time you remember something, you ruin the run of the experiment. Oh shit, they mad. I'm not sure why I'm telling you this, because it'll just be erased from your mind at the end of the loop. I guess I'm just fed up and needed to vent. Okay. This is stupid. I shouldn't even be talking to you. Pulling back now. Hey. You're just gonna, like, throw shade at me and then bounce? Like, okay. They believed that a catastrophic population reduction... okay, we're still here. Why a quarter of the population and why color... right, we've been here. Okay, we've been here. We've been here. We've heard all of it. Heard it. Yes, we know. These people are monsters. Wait a second. As overseer, shouldn't they have told you about this? Yes. Yeah. Even if they thought they might save lives in the long run, deciding to tell this meeting was atrocious. I actually asked my contact why I kept in the dark. He said he needed a neutral agent to maintain order in the camp and not connect the refugees. I won't lie, I was upset. I felt like I'd been scorned by the very organization I was trying to serve. I felt isolated and alone, and so many thoughts were rattling around in my head. Was I kept out of the loop because I was a liability? Didn't they trust me? Didn't they want me to go? Be empathetic. That sounds terrible. It hates me in that situation because they suspected you'd have a problem with what they were doing, and that's why they kept you out of the loop. No, surely not. Okay, well, we failed that one. Alright, we've heard this. You've been outspoken as the overseer. And I don't see myself being an overseer. I mean, maybe. I could be a good overseer. Shit. I ran down into the corner. I'm getting tired. Just on the refugees, I have no idea. Security was banging at the door. Everything was the door to shit. Okay, everything was fucked. Everything was terrible. So terrible. Killed every single person there. They dead. Everybody dead. But you're wondering how I'm still alive. Well, fuck. I want to change that. No, I can hear you. Reiterate that they successfully cut you off every single time you've tried to contact me. I agree that we haven't been particularly successful so far, but we've made even more improvements to our intrusion screening avoidance tech. Good for you. They really shouldn't be able to detect us this time. I feel fairly confident about this. Okay. We're actually impressed that you are able to remember speaking to us. Because I'm a fucking genius. It shows that you can get around some of the amnesic effects of the loop, a trait that will be absolutely crucial for what we are about to ask of you. And they're gonna cut off a bit. The people in charge of this loop have no interest in absolving you of a crime. It's never been their goal. We've heard this. They're not a government or an NGO. We've heard this, and then it comes out. Fucking shit. Fuck. Not again. Rebel interference. Ugh. Am I at least higher than they are now? Like, come on. This is getting me. I know. Oh my god. No, not again. I am way more assertive now than I am in the future. Just saying. So fresh-faced and naive. Beautiful face, I know. It's friggin' lovely. Rational. Okay. Wait, I remember this! I pressured them even though they don't want to talk about it. Why? I'm just wasting time. No, this time will be different. It better be different, dude. For real. So impressed that you're managing to hold it together. Look, I appreciate that this is weird, especially for you, but it'd be best for both of us if you could wrap your head around this as quickly as possible. Let's not draw this out any more than we have to, but you're drawing it out. I respect your emotions. Let's move on. Okay, I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought you'd be freaking out. You're not me. In fact, why aren't you freaking out? I've had a nervous breakdown. This doesn't make sense. What are you hiding from me? Fucking a lot. I don't know. This doesn't feel right. Something is wrong. My life. I don't know what to do. This is literally how I feel every day. I feel like I'm making this worse. My future self seems confused. Literally me. I won't convince them by confusing them. I need to get back on track. Okay. Alright. Wait, what the hell? Alright, we've got a lot of successes here, though. It's not a paradox, though. If you're successful in convincing me my wrongdoing, then they'll cease to exist. Alright. So we go be empathetic. Oh, I'm sorry, I hadn't thought of it that way. So this is kind of, yeah, okay, look at us. Alright, we're doing good. Fucking getting this shit done. But I literally heard all of this, so... rational. I can see how it makes sense. Oh, blast. Okay. Alright. And... another memory. I remember this. I remember them talking about being overseer of a climate camp and the squalid conditions, but then something interrupts. Something I don't understand. Word. They want me to understand, though. They want to tell me something important. Who are they? I need to tell my future self about this. I need them to understand, but then they'll just cut off the loop, dude. Oh. We've done this before, and they don't like it. And they're gonna interrupt the loop again before we can get to the end. Damn it. Don't worry too much. God damn it. Hello? Can you hear us? Who's this? We know who's doing this to you. Just listen. Listen. Everything you were told at the start is a lot. I know. Oh, did I pick the wrong one? Seem to be able to get around some of them. I know. You said this last time. Feels wrong. Everything feels wrong. Literally my life. Hi. This is the perfect game for me. This is literally, like, this is perfect. This is my life. Welcome. Are they gonna be annoyed at me again? No? They were telling the truth. This is really happening. Oh, so fresh-faced and naive and no idea what's ahead of you. Oh. Almost looking forward to hearing what you have to say. Assertive. Okay. Be empathetic. I really don't give a shit if you explain, because I'll remember the time travel and then the van and all the stuff. The van. Ugh. Come on, people. I'm so assertive and rational. A little bit less empathetic. Sounds about right. Assertive. Yes. And no way. They're not being paranoid, are they? I'm seriously stuck in a fucking loop. Ugh. You're on the right track. Keep questioning, keep doubting, keep questioning, keep doubting. Wait, do I trust that voice? I don't know, this sounds so familiar yet so distant. Who is lying to me? Who do I trust? Fuck. I feel like the best answer is trust yourself. Alright, are you okay? What happened to you? You sound extremely paranoid. I don't know. I can't remember. It's a blur. Look, I don't feel great myself. Alright. I'm having a really bad time. Okay. So here I had a nervous breakdown. Empathetic. Thanks for beginning to understand. Okay. Come on. Let's be rational. Come on, come on. Or perhaps it's a sentence for me. Who's to say I get out of this alive? Question, doubt, question, doubt. Yeah, okay. Okay. We've been here. They want me to understand. I don't understand. Oh, shit! Wrong button. Oh, but it worked out in my favor, so that's fine. Okay. Sort of. Fine, explain it to me. A few years ago, for me that was, overseer, private thing, stuff happened, bickering. While the camps have been exploding exponentially, no one's sure what the UN is paying for them. We've heard all of this. Heard all of this before. Fucking shit starts descending into madness again. Hello, can you hear us? Change fucking outcome. Yes. But stop talking, I know you're here, we'll just reset the loop. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Are you everything? Sigh. Yes, I do. Go on. Okay. Okay, where was I? Yes. Ah, yes. Yes, of course. The sickness, yes. Naturally. There was a colossal... Wait, on a new thing. Be rational. I don't know what was causing it now. I'll be assertive. What are you insinuating? Spell it out for me. It's about to report the sickness to senior management. Okay? You know. No! I should be empathetic. I understand you felt pressured to go behind everyone's back. I'm impressed. Check this out. Without getting caught. Actually, wait. Oh, I'm here because I'm responsible for the deaths of thousands of people. Remember? Nothing I've done at this point has caused anyone to die. Right. Well, actually, I suppose the contact who helped me could very well be... Oh, Alice. Yes. Bless her soul, that Alice. Be rational. Okay. What did you discover? Was it worth the risk? There we go. I feel like this one's new. Well, let me explain. The room seemed innocuous at first glance, but then No, wait, we did hear this. I hadn't seen paper... Yeah, a long time. Hadn't seen paper. A long time. We remember this. We lived this. We have literally been through this. Sort of... Shit. The bosses were in on this. I hope you challenged them immediately. Yeah, I did. I took what I found to my other UN source and confronted him about it. I demanded an explanation. I wasn't going to leave without an answer, and he knew it. He told me everything. Their justification? The wealthiest countries were never going to stop arguing about what to do with the refugees. None of their citizens wanted refugees near them, and the situation was only going to escalate as the climate worsened. Some people in those countries blamed poorer nations for not doing enough to protect themselves from the effects of climate change over the past decades. They claimed these countries spent their money on everything but climate defense. Because of this, they apparently deserved to suffer the consequences. Empathy was in extremely short supply. The immediate problem facing the UN was a lack of funding for the growing refugee camps, and no country was willing to increase their contributions. It was quickly reaching crisis point. They needed to do something drastic if they were going to affect change in time. Empathy. So this is in short. Well, I definitely empathize with their situation. The whole thing sounds awful. The thing is, how do we get from here to kill a quarter of the population? How is that a fair solution? I also empathize to some degree, but I absolutely don't agree with what I'm about to tell you. They believed that the catastrophic population reduction in poor countries would shock wealthier nations and force them to accept more. Oh, right. We have heard this. We've heard this. We've heard it. We will be rational. I'm not saying I agree with it ethically, but there's a cold logic to it. Why didn't they tell you about it? As overseer, surely you should know. Yes. I suppose there is, as much as I don't want to admit. I actually asked my contact why I had been kept in the dark. Right, we've been here. We've heard this. We've heard it. You're more upset about being left out of their plan than the fact that they're just signing a bioweapon for audience. I see you. I know it sounds self-pitying, but the looming threat of the bioweapon was far more important to me. I guess they wouldn't know I have a strong moral compass. Blame our parents. I've always been outspoken about things I cared about. It's why I was such a good overseer. I genuinely cared for those people. That's why I took my concerns to my superior. Can't be purpose too. Panicked, okay. Remember all of this. I also knew that it was being tested on the refugees. I had no idea which ones. Security was banging at the door. Did the best I could. Deactivated all the safety features. Hello? They've detected it every single time. Your intrusion detection avoidance tech isn't working at all. You need to do something radically different or they'll just reset the loop like always. Alright. Okay, we'll try and communicate on a narrower temporal band from now on. Thank you. It'll be harder to hear us, but it'll be harder for them to detect us. That sounds better. Oh shit. He's been naughty. Your mission is to convince. Absolve yourself of your crimes, but not a government or after the fall of the UN. Trapped here for all eternity unless... Shit. I don't like that. Trapped for all eternity. This isn't working, Lee. Try something different. Please try something different. Didn't plan for it to work out like this. I honestly thought I'd die too, however, turns out the environmental control room ran on a separate system in case the rest of the network became contaminated. I had no idea about this at the time. I wanted to go down with the ship, as it were. Instead, I'm here reliving that moment over and over in my mind. Honestly, I wish I'd died along with everyone else. The constant guilt of knowing how many people I killed is almost unbearable. I see them every time I close my eyes. I hear them every time I'm in a quiet room. Talking about it now is making my skin crawl and my head pulsate. I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't truly live. I'm just merely existing until someone decides to kill me. This isn't something I'd wish on my worst enemy. It's torture. I'm sorry to hear that. That sucks. At least now I understand exactly why we're in this loop together. Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. What's done is done. Nothing can change that. Hurry up and get on with what you have to do. Go on. Convince me I'm wrong. Or don't. Whatever. Oh. God damn it. Like, I am here to convince them, right? But I sympathize with them. I don't like this. Doubt and question. Oh god, I'm gonna convince them because that's what they want me to do. But I sympathize. But then I don't want to repeat this whole thing. Like, I want the loops to stop. Oh no. Well, okay then. Do you still stand behind your actions even after everything you just said? Well, yeah, I mean, it was definitely difficult to talk about, but everything I did can't happen for nothing. I still think I saved far more lives than I ended. Did I just kill everybody? Just because I'm upset doesn't mean that I don't stand by my actions. I wasn't perfect, but I did what I had to in a horrible situation. What specifically do you think I did wrong? Oh, God. Accuse them of being insubordinate before having any evidence. Accuse them of abusing the trust of their friend Alice, who might be dead. Accuse them of being too passionate and driven by emotion. Accuse them of harboring suicidal thoughts without even realizing it. Accusing them of being paranoid. Accuse them of lying about believing they'd die along with everyone else. Accuse them of ignoring the fact that the UN wanted to save lives too. Accuse them of not having proof that the bioweapon was destroyed. Jesus, this is stressful. difficult time with this decision. I'm gonna accuse them of not having proof that the bioweapon would be destroyed. Let's be empathetic. I know you genuinely believed you were doing a good thing, but you overlooked something. What if there were other bioweapon projects at other camps? You made no effort to confirm this wasn't the case. I'm concerned that you might have killed all those people in vain. You know, you're not wrong. I suppose there could have been other projects. I never actually asked anyone about the possibility. I became so focused on stopping this particular project that I never considered the wider picture. Seeing the offline computer and the paper records in that secret room made me think that this had to be the only version of the experiment. It made perfect sense at the time. Oh god. Let's accuse them of... lying about believing they die along with everyone else. And we'll accuse rationally. You said you felt alienated by the UN after finding out about the bioweapon. You were worried that they might want to kill you with the tests. These concerns about your own safety could very well have influenced your decision to kill everyone in the camp. You said you thought you died too, but I find that hard to believe. It's more likely you were attempting to save yourself and get back at the UN. You knew enough about the camp systems to find the one thing that could destroy the entire camp, whilst under extreme pressure to boot. I find it hard to believe you didn't also know you would survive. I don't even know anymore. I've held on to my account for so long that it is true to me. But everything you've said seems reasonable. Maybe I've convinced myself it was to save my sanity. Memory is a fragile thing, always morphing to suit one's own narrative. Perhaps mine morphed too. I'll never truly know. Shit. Alright, let's accuse them of being too passionate and drinking by emotion. Assertively. You described yourself as outspoken and passionate, not qualities you would want to see in someone holding your life in their hands. It's clear why. In the end, you acted irrationally. You were the wrong person to be making such an important decision. That's not entirely true. Those qualities actually got me so far in my career because people liked that in a leader, especially with these camps. I really fought for these people. I sometimes wondered whether being so hot-headed all the time would lead to something bad happening. Then again, would anyone else have behaved differently if they were put in my position? I guess we'll never know now. Alright, I'm paranoid. And we'll be empathetic about it. I don't mean to be rude, but you sounded slightly paranoid at the start of our conversation. Your main justification for what you were saying was that it just felt extremely plausible to you, even with no actual evidence. You understood that parts of what you were saying sounded like a conspiracy theory, even if you were adamant it wasn't. I know it's hard to hear, but I'm slightly concerned that your thinking might have become a little bit disordered, possibly due to the trauma you experienced. I'm not implying you're completely detached from reality or anything, but it's more difficult to believe everything you've told me. I think your general judgment might have been affected. I don't know what to say to that. If I am paranoid, then my thought process would still make sense to me. It would all still seem real. This whole experience has been so stressful that I guess there's a chance I'm not seeing clearly. Sigh. I don't know anymore. Right? Insubordinate. This one. Be rational. Your suspicions turned out to be right in the end, but you were insubordinate and broke rules without knowing the full picture. Rebelling the way you did was reckless and means they had every right to escort you out. That may be so. I'm not defending my methods. I criticized myself for the way I went about this. I just didn't see any other option at the time. Yeah, assertive. You tried to convince me that by killing everyone in the camp, you wanted to save more lives than you took. But that's the exact same thing the UN wanted to do with their bioweapon project. They had to make a harrowing choice in order to save more lives and prevent the climate refugee situation from getting any worse. You're a hypocrite, no better than that. I think that's a bit unfair. I'm not the same as them. They were coldly, clinically, and methodically planning mass murder, whereas I acted out of impulsive desperation because they forced me into a corner. But part of what you say is true. The moral justification underpinning both our actions is the same. We both believed we were saving more lives than we took. I can't condemn them without being a hypocrite. Be empathetic about this one. I know Alice was your friend, and you're undoubtedly upset about what happened to her. But I'm shocked that you were so quick to sacrifice her for little more than a hunch. You were only interested in answers and didn't care about the consequences for others. I did care. I still do. I felt like I had no other option at the time. I was too focused on my goal to understand what might happen. She was my friend, and I let her down. She didn't deserve that. I'm sorry, Alice. I'm so sorry. You said you thought you would also die when you were overloaded with the environmental controls. You said that you wish you had died because you can't bear the memory of your actions. I suspect that might not be the whole story. I suspect you were experiencing intense emotional turmoil even before you discovered the bioweapon. That would explain why you were so quick to take an action that might have cost you your life. You may have already been feeling suicidal whether or not you were aware of it. It's hard to admit, but, well, there's something I've struggled with for a long time. It was eating me up inside every day as I was at the camp. I can't tell you what it is, not because I want to protect myself, there's no point in that now, is there? But because it has something to do with you. Something you shouldn't know. Don't bother protesting. I'm not telling you. But you're probably right. I wasn't consciously suicidal, but I was struggling. Perhaps I would have behaved differently if I wasn't. Fuck. Okay. Everything you've told me paints a picture of a paranoid, emotionally unstable hypocrite who acted without thinking and ended up killing thousands. You were hoping to die with them, but couldn't bear the guilt when you survived. You constructed a series of delusions in your mind in which the UN was wholly to blame, and you were a misunderstood savior. You discarded friends, you were insubordinate and underhanded. You jumped to a conclusion based on limited data, and acted impulsively without considering the severity of your actions. Most disturbingly, you seem to leap at the chance to kill those refugees without a second's thought. I'm most deeply concerned that you may have been subconsciously looking for a reason to kill all of those refugees. I want to know where that impulse came from. You're a future version of me, and I need to know. I can't end up like you. I won't. How dare you? I dedicated my life to helping refugees. I did this to save everyone. Oh God, I can't hide it any longer. There's something I've been keeping from you. My parents were killed by climate refugees. Sorry, our parents, Mom and Dad, slaughtered in the streets of the very camps that they founded. They just wanted to help them. They couldn't stop climate change. They couldn't force the wealthiest countries to accept refugees. All they could do was try to provide for them as best as they could using their influence. And yet, those fucking people blamed our parents for imprisoning them. They didn't understand anything about the complex social politics that our parents were struggling through just to get the camp started. All their stupid, brainless anger just ended up laser-focused on Mom and Dad because they created the camps. They needed someone to blame. Our parents were an easy target. It was a brutal mob justice. The attackers were killed on the spot, but doing so only made matters worse. Word spread to other camps, inspiring other misguided idiots to attack innocent officials who were just trying to help. Eventually, this uprising was quashed, but only through much more extreme security at every single camp. All this did was make things worse for other refugees in the long run. So stupid, such a waste. Anyway, I vowed to carry on our parents' legacy. I did everything I could to maintain order and safety at my camp. No one dared attack me. They knew what the consequences would be. I didn't tolerate any insubordination. But it didn't matter how well I ran the camps and how well I kept the refugees in line. Every time I looked at their faces, I was reminded of what happened. All I felt was resentment and rage. I spent all of my energy trying to turn this anger into something productive. I became a defender of the refugee cause. This took the edge off for a while, but I could never truly get rid of the deep resentment I felt. It was growing inside of me like a cancer. It was only a matter of time until I snapped, so... You know what? I probably was looking for a reason to kill all of those people. I never wanted to admit this, but you've managed to get it out of me. Well done. Oh shit. Oh god. I give up. I just want all this to end. Just don't turn into me. Don't become all bitter and consumed by resentful rage. You can be better. I know you can. We can be so much better than this. We have so much potential. Please, just let this end. Congratulations, that was fantastic work. In all my time, I don't think I've seen your future self so thoroughly dejected by the process. Oh, I mean, wow, they were well and truly broken by the end. It was a beautiful sight to behold. Oh, absolutely masterful work. I really hope you're as successful next time. It was a joy to watch. Wait, next time? What next time? What are you talking about? Ah, sorry, forget I said anything. What I meant to say was, thank you for your service. Oh, God. You have prevented a horrible crime from occurring in the future, and have saved thousands of lives. I'll release you from the loop now. Enjoy the rest of your life. Oh, shit. What? It's not over. They're lying. Don't listen to them. Try to remember. Help us. Stop. Fuck. Oh my god. Okay, well. That was a playthrough, and I guess I could probably play it again and get another outcome, but I think for today that is all. Thank you so much for sticking with me through this. I really appreciate it, and I hope that you have a wonderful day. Let me know if this is something that you enjoyed. Let me know if you would like to see me do any of these again. I don't tend to do lives, but I might in the future. All right. Thanks again. Bye.